Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
I'm better than dirt. Well, most kinds of dirt.
And on the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
He's finishing his senior thesis. Pigman is trying to prove the Caine-Hackman theory. No matter what time of day it is, 24 hours a day, you can find a Michael Caine or Gene Hackman movie on TV.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, like any penis, Florida is very complicated. Welcome to Plotty Time.
That one egg was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome today.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something?
Dick piercings?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
It's still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for pee.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey, everybody, welcome to a new episode of Plotty Time. Thanks, Dr. Syintist, for the PCU quote. I just found out my wife has never seen that movie.
I can't believe you got married.
I know. At this point, it's my fault. It's been almost 2 years, for crying out loud.
And I gotta say, my favorite quote from the new intro is at the end when Chump Slap's like, yeah, I can hate on it. It sucked.
Well, did you notice how I did a little bit of expert editing there? When he says the word boners at the end of that, that wasn't the same sentence. I pulled that from a different sentence. Yeah. Yeah, believe it or not.
Amazing.
Believe it or not. Skills over here. Basic copy paste skills.
I'm good at it.
So anyway, let's get into it. Dr. Syintist, what have you been playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
Well, what I watched, I finally joined the crew and saw Cooties.
Oh, nice. Wow. It just took me a sec to be like, wait, what was Cooties?
Yeah, it's
I just talked about it.
interesting. I wanted to use the quote from there as one of the quotes where he's like, it's a story where a guy tries to fuck a boat. No, he's trying to fuck a boat. But
I still, to this day, every time I hear dual rear wheel, I try to say it as fast as I can, as loud as I can.
how many times do you hear that, though?
You'd be surprised.
Not often, but yeah, I'll see them out in the wild more often than I'll hear someone say it.
Yeah, so I watched that, and it's entertaining. Nothing great.
Right.
But it's got Elijah Wood and Dwight Schrute. I can't think of his real name.
Yeah.
Rainn Wilson, there it is.
Hey. He's on it
And
today.
Allison Pill?
Yeah, but I know her from Star Trek. I don't know if she's in anything else.
Oh,
She was in Scott Pilgrim. She was the drummer.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right.
Oh, her. Okay. Got it.
I also watched a bunch of RPG limit breaks, but
Is it that time of year again?
no, it's they finally put the VODs up, so I'm watching it on YouTube.
No.
I've watched a lot of them.
Now, I obviously know what a VOD is, but why don't you tell the listeners what
Well,
that
it's
is?
just when they record something live and they put the video on later, so you can see it on YouTube.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Yeah, video on demand,
Cool.
sort of.
OVOD.
You lost me.
Yeah. Anyway, I did that. I saw a bunch of them, like Final Fantasy 9 and Super Mario and stuff. They're interesting. I like them. You can go to hell if you don't.
Okay.
Are there any games that people just don't speedrun because they're too difficult or too stupid or take too long or anything? Everyone has done every game by now, right?
I've seen speedruns of almost every type of game.
I've seen a guy do a speedrun on Wildlife Golf.
Oh, Wildlife Golf was so good.
It was. It's one of the. I was never a N64 kid. Like I just didn't. Nintendo, I basically gave up on after the NES. Not gave up on, but you know how it is. You're a kid. You don't have money to buy systems. You go with what you have. We were a Sega family. And I finally got one recently, maybe like a year ago, and that's one of the like 6 games I bought for it.
You got to get Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
I think I have Ocarina of Time. I have the alternate map Ocarina of Time we talked about.
Yeah.
Or it's like a randomizer, I think. I forget
Oh,
which.
nice. Yes.
And then I think I have like All-Star Baseball 2000 because we used to play the shit out of that, and GoldenEye, but that's about it. I know everyone was asking, what N64 games do you have, Poppascotch?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, I remember one time in college, my roommate got an albatross on one of the holes. It was like the greatest thing we've ever seen.
I don't know if I've ever got an albatross in a game.
On Wildlife Golf, it's pretty hard.
Got in 2007 Tiger Woods.
Nice.
Got hole in one.
Man, we're athletes.
I would have asked you how you did that or when you did that, but I remember seeing the plaque on your wall.
Oh, yeah.
It's like almost the size of the whole wall. I don't know how you ever forgot about it.
Yeah, how'd they ship that? That must have been, did it come in pieces?
Yeah. It was like a Lego set.
Nice.
Wow, it's wild.
I also, of course, I kept it with What We Do in the Shadows. That's about it. But I did start playing another game at work now on my lunch breaks. Symphony of the Night again.
Oh shit!
How many times? How many times you been through it?
Probably at least a half a dozen.
That's awesome.
This will be like at least my 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th playthrough. And I still get lost at the same spot every time in the beginning when I'm trying to find the bat, how to turn into the bat. But
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much does that infuriate you?
it annoys the piss out of me like an 11.
Oh,
Because I know I've
hate
beaten
it
the game
much.
before. And I know it's not
you know,
that
you've
hard.
been there. Oh God, you're just repeating. You're just in my head right now. Whenever I do like another playthrough and I get stuck in the same, like there was one in the new Dead Space remake, which I'm pretty sure was the same spot in the original. And like, I think I played through it twice or 2.5 times. And every time I was like, how the fuck do you do this puzzle? I was so mad at myself.
Yeah, this one it's always because you have to get the wolf and then you can get the mist and then you can get the bat. But I always forget where the bat is when I get the mist. It's like,
That sucks.
that slows
And then
me
you
down so
find it
much.
and you're like, fuck, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh yeah. And then when you remember where, or when you come across it again, you're like, oh yeah, this is where it was the whole time. I remember now.
Yeah, right. You'll never remember again.
Oh, I found it.
I got it tattooed on my arm now.
I'm on a,
That'd be so sick. If you had the map.
I'm going to
That
see if I
spot
can get
tattooed.
200.6% on my phone. Although it's hard to like do moves like jump and swing your sword at the same time because you can't really feel where the button is. And most of the time I'm missing, get hit by the enemy.
I hear that.
You think
Yeah.
it's adding like a new degree of difficulty to this playthrough?
It's just an annoyance because I go to hit the attack button and my guy doesn't attack because I hit the wrong spot.
You gotta get one of those things you hook your phone up to.
Yeah,
that has a
that's like
remote.
the actual button.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I should do. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
That's why I'm here.
And I also started playing this game on PS4 called Apocalypsis. It's just a point and click puzzle game. It's about this guy whose girlfriend is burned at the stake for being a witch, and he is trying to descend into hell to figure out how to revive her. But it's a point and click puzzle, so it's kind of fun.
That's a cool story though.
Yeah, I'm on board. Or I'm at least interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good so far. I'll let you know next week if I finish it or not.
Right on.
But
Okay.
that's all I did, Poppascotch. Why don't you throw some news our way?
Well, I'll tell you what I did first.
Oh yeah.
I was waiting for him to say
Got
thanks
it.
for asking.
Thanks for asking. So then I watched the movie Smile. Have you guys seen that one?
Yeah, with the suicide.
That's a good
Yeah.
movie. I like that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean,
I can't believe you didn't see it before.
I know, right?
no, I missed it. Like when it came out, I don't know. Because it was always in the queue. And we're like, do you want to do it today? Like, sure. So we ended up watching it.
Fair.
It's a little
Not
messed
a great
up.
story. But it's a little messed up. It's a little spooky. It's a little scary. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Wasn't as good as the other movie I saw, though. Have you guys ever seen 13 Ghosts?
Oh, I love that movie,
yeah.
dude.
I think we just talked about that.
Oh, we talk about it a
Didn't we?
lot.
Yeah.
We do.
There's Tony Shalhoub in it.
Yeah.
And fucking Matt. What the fuck is his last name? Serial killer.
Lillard. Matt Lillard.
Matt Lillard. Yeah.
Lillard, yes.
And Shannon Elizabeth, right?
Yup.
Yep. Who's your favorite ghost?
That's a hard one. I just like the badass kid with the bat.
I know they're all based on zodiacs. I like the Gemini one.
Little kid with arrow in his head.
Oh, that's a good one, too. Because you always see him and you're like, oh, God, what's he going to do? And he never does anything. And you're like, oh, God, it's going to be the worst. It's going to be the worst. And who was the dude, the railroad worker guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's cool.
The Juggernaut or
badass.
whatever the hell he was.
Yeah. They were great designs.
Yeah.
We watched, I don't know, we got into it. We watched some YouTube behind the scenes thing. And I thought it was really funny. Like, you know how the glass walls all have that like text?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they in the story, they're like, oh, it's like ancient symbols to keep things in. It turns out a lot of that was added just because the actors kept running into the fucking walls
Oh, that makes sense.
because they were all glass. And in the basement, when they're running away from like different monsters and whatever, they just ran right into the walls. That must have sucked.
Yeah, really.
They're like, we're sick of, wiping stage makeup off these. So,
Yeah.
and then what else? I caught up on What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. Did you
Love it.
Did you think it was weird, the Laszlo experiments? They kind of creeped me out a little.
Yeah, the episode. Have you seen it, Sir Chump Slap? Should we?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. There's that episode where he has like, I didn't know it was going to take a Island of Dr. Moreau turn. And they'd be talking Guillermo animals. That was interesting. Also, what the fuck is he trying to figure out? Like, what?
How to stop Guillermo from turning into a vampire or...
Yeah.
but he like half is, half isn't.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. That's a huge spoiler if you guys aren't caught up. But
Yeah, for real.
Guillermo's been a vampire for like all season, so we're not really a vampire. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
Well, if you saw the end of last season, he got turned into a vampire.
It's true. And I liked the newest episode where they had a roast for him and he was just silent the whole time.
Yes, very good. Carry on. Or whatever he said.
He was just thinking over in his mind for 3 weeks if he should put his books in alphabetical order by author or by title. Then at the end, they're like, this guy, right? Like it was... And the Baron was back. It was a great Baron episode. What else I watched? I watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, I want to see that. Oh, the first one?
Yeah, it was the first one. Because the wife hadn't seen it.
Yeah, I've been waiting for it to appear on Plex, the new one.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it is.
Well, I wasn't when I checked yesterday.
You didn't go back far enough, probably.
No, I searched for it.
No.
He got Into the Spider-Verse is, but the other one wasn't.
What's another one called?
I don't know what it is.
Revenge
Spider-Verse
from the Spider-Verse?
2?
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
I'll have to check. What else? I mean, whoever runs that server should
Yeah,
check.
whoever runs that should. It's not illegal. Don't worry about it. Allegedly.
Yeah. Who's worried? Who's worried? I'm not worried.
Yeah,
I'm not
why would
running
you
a
be
server.
worried?
That's silly. That's so silly. But that would be happening. Any hoodles. What else did I watch? Twisted Metal, the show. Did we talk about that? I don't think we did.
I only saw the first episode or two.
Yeah, I think last time I talked about it, I only saw the first 2.
I watched the whole thing. We finished it. It was fucking great. Loved it. Loved everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Was way better than I thought it would be. Highly recommend.
Word up.
But if you guys haven't seen it, I'll just go ahead and move on to what I played, which was just some chill and some zombies. I threw it back a little bit this week.
Oh, chow.
What is this, last year?
I know. I just found I found out that I owned the PS4 version of NHL 23. So I've been firing that up and playing through that hut and everything.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, more trophy hunting.
Yeah, I haven't really been in the mood. Like I tried playing Elden Ring 2 other times.
Fair.
And it's very difficult for me to get into it. I'm not giving up on it.
All right.
But I got to a point where I got past the tutorial. I'm running around the free world. I'm like, oh, this is neat. I'd run across like a dude that's sitting by fire. I'm like, I'm going to kill him good. And then he gets hostile and I kill him. Because I don't know who's like good guys and I shouldn't kill and who's the bad guys. And then I got to like a camp and I snuck up on like 3 different dudes. I'm like, oh, this is good. And then 9 showed up and beat the shit out of me. And then I was like, oh, I got to get back there to get my runes. So I head back and get my runes, then get killed again. Then I repeated that about 4 times till I like got my runes and ran away further to the point where I ran away outside of their spawn area. That's what I did. That's how much I played Elden Ring. And then I'm like, why do I keep dying? This is bullshit. And then put it down for a little bit. But I'm going to come back to it eventually.
You haven't gotten into the groove of playing it. That's why you keep dying.
So you killed the guy by the fire in the little first church right there?
No, I did not kill that guy.
Because he sells his stuff.
Yeah. I figured if they didn't attack me, they're cool.
Yeah,
So I always walk up to people like, hey, how's it going? They're like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh boy, we're fighting now. So yeah, and I don't really quite understand the weapons or the spells or any of that shit. So
Yeah. That takes a bit if you don't know any of it.
Go watch YouTube videos or read things about it.
Yeah, there's got to be like an intro into it.
Yeah, there's probably
just figure
dozens
it
of
out.
them.
yeah, that's like my next step is those videos. It's like 10 things I wish I knew about Elden Ring when I started.
Yeah,
or shit like that.
yeah.
So I'm not giving up on it. I just put it down for a little bit.
Right, fair.
But that's it for me. That's all I really played and watched. How about you there, Sir Chump Slap? What are you doing over there? What are you playing, watching? What's up?
Oh, I don't remember what I talked about last time. Playing
Whatever. Probably Ghost of Tsushima and
Bloodstained.
Bloodstained. Maybe
Well, Bloodstained's finished. I put that away.
That's a good game. Salt and Sacrifice, Salt and Sanctuary.
No, I played Alan Wake.
Oh!
I don't know, man.
It doesn't really seem like your type of game.
It's not. And I fucking am tired of him putting down his gun, losing his gun. His gun just disappears and you have to fucking find new guns all the time, dude. He gets on a plane once or a helicopter and then he gets off and he doesn't have his guns. I'm like, you just fucking had him. What'd you do with them?
Man, I don't remember this losing guns thing.
There's so many times where he just like goes back to the cabin and when he leaves, he doesn't grab a gun or nothing or a fucking flashlight. It's ridiculous.
Are we playing the same game? I don't remember that many spots where you lost your gun and flashlight. I always had the pistol and wait, don't you just have all the weapons?
No.
Is there a weapon wheel? Man, I don't remember.
Yeah, there's pistol, shotgun, and hunting rifle, and then a flare gun. But
Kind of rings a bell. But
Every
if you
time-
did the helicopter, that you're pretty far in there.
Yeah, I played a lot of it. But I swear to God, every time you do something, it's like when the chapter ends, the new chapter begins, and boom, you don't have any guns again. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I remember like when I woke up in the police station, I didn't have any guns.
Yeah, that one.
That's the only time I remember. I mean, maybe there were more. Maybe I'm just going crazy and not remembering it.
I don't know. It just seemed like every time it changed scenes, I was like, what the fuck? Why don't you carry a gun with you, dude?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I was playing. I watched some movies.
Oh, yeah.
I watched this one, Afterlife. I don't know if I've talked about it before. I know I've seen it before with Liam Neeson's and Christina Ricci and Justin Long. Christina Ricci dies in a car accident. And then Liam Neeson is a funeral home guy who's like getting her ready for the funeral. And they just talk. Like he can talk to dead people. And then
This is not ringing a bell.
No, I don't remember that at all.
really?
Is it good? You like it?
I thought it was all right. It was kind of like,
Is it new?
it's not that new.
All right.
I don't
It's
know.
from 09, it says.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty good. And then Justin Long's like, people see her. She's walking around. You talking to her. And then he just freaks out. And then you don't know if he's actually talking to her or she's dead or she's alive. And then, I don't know. It's not bad. Give it a watch if you haven't seen it.
Was it better or worse than, oh God, what was that other movie? The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
I'd say worse. I like that. That one was really good because you didn't know what
Yeah.
the fuck was going on.
And it had, what's his name? Brian Cox in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a weird fucking movie. But
Yeah.
it seems like it's in the same vein. We'll check it out. Why not?
Yeah. Check it out. Then I watched another Liam Neeson's movie called Cold Pursuit from 2019.
Was it just a Liam Neeson's day?
a Liam Neeson's kick.
Yeah, it was like people who watch this also watch this type of thing on Amazon. Or
I know how
whatever.
that goes.
Sure. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll watch it. And it's like his son gets killed by some drug dealers, so he goes out on a revenge type
Story
story.
as old as time.
Yeah, but then it said it was a comedy suspense drama. I was like, it wasn't really that much comedy.
I didn't laugh.
It's weird.
What was the one where he's like a mobster or his kid's getting hunted by the mob and
Tooken.
he has to fight him off? No, it wasn't Taken or Tooken.
I don't know. There's so many. He plays like the same thing every fucking
Yeah.
time.
Oh, Run All Night is what I'm thinking of. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I shouldn't have mentioned it. It's fine. It's fucking whatever.
Remember this movie he was in? Yeah, well, it wasn't worth my time.
There's fucking sucked.
Yeah, I don't know why I brought it up. It was, I think it was the last Liam Neeson's movie I saw.
Yeah. Then I watched Twisted Metal and What We Do in the Shadows.
Classics.
Yeah, Twisted Metal. I was pleasantly surprised when Jason Mantzoukas shows up.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
No.
I should have. I should have seen that coming.
I was still only on episode 2. I don't know. The ending of 2 kind of turned me off. I didn't really want to watch it after that.
See, that's how I was.
It kind of annoyed me.
I understand that.
You got to stick it out, I think.
You got to stick it out because he doesn't even show up till way later.
Yeah, like,
Well, is it better than Rafi? Because
it's
Oh no,
pretty
I mean,
good.
like, it's good. He's fucking fun.
He knows
Check it out.
capoeira, I'll tell you that.
but still, Rafi, he can't top Rafi, so I just don't watch it anywhere else.
Well, he plays another psycho because obviously it's Jason Mantzoukas.
Yeah,
He's gonna play a psycho.
Are you hard? That's a murder boner.
What the fuck was playing in your car? Oh, it's Slaughterhouse sounds. That's how I get excited for this.
I had a quote from him a couple weeks ago when it was like, "Hey, do you still have those Bert and Ernie butt plugs?" And he's like, "Those are my daughter's toys. Oh, she should not use those."
Oh, man, he's such a good actor. Love him. Even John
Every
Wick.
time he shows up in something, I'm excited about it.
Hell yeah. Fucking great, dude.
And very confused as to why he wasn't in the newest John Wick movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, because he was in Paris.
Maybe what's his name? The TikTok man kept it sane back east.
Yeah, had to be what's going on.
Maybe he should be back. Or maybe he'll be in the show. Who knows?
That would be sweet. But that's all I did.
All right, great. Then you guys want to maybe, if there's some time, sidestep into the Plotty time vibe check.
Go ahead.
I'm ready to check out some vibes. What kind you got?
Well, we got a little bit of stuff going on here. Do you see Red Dead Redemption is getting a re-release, not a remaster?
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
There was news, there were rumors. We talked.
first
I think we
one,
probably
or-
talked about. Yeah, the first
Oh,
one.
okay.
Because it came out for PS3 and they didn't have it in the PlayStation Plus streaming service or whatever. So they were like, "Oh, there's going to be a remaster. Everyone's talking about remaster. Rockstar saying they're going to release something. We know it's not GTA. It was a huge rumor that they were going to remaster Red Dead Redemption, and then they're like, "No, we're just gonna, port it. It's fine."
That's fucking so dumb, dude.
And then charge $50 for it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It sounds like Rockstar for you. You know what I mean?
It's not surprising anymore. It's just sad.
Yeah, it's depressing.
I did not buy it. I know you guys all assumed I did.
You
but
still
no,
have time.
I did not buy it. When it gets down to like under 10, I'll maybe play it again.
All right. That sounds good.
Just for the zombie DLC. I mean, that zombie DLC is fucking awesome.
So I've heard.
Or does it suck now? It's been years since I played it. Who knows?
Yeah, I know. What if it's garbage? And you're like, oh, fuck. What the hell?
Controls have
Maybe
to
we'll
suck.
do that one of these weeks.
Undead Redemption.
So then what else we got coming out?
All prepared on the news side.
Alan Wake 2 got delayed by 10 days. Guys, I'm so sorry to tell you, but
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to play it.
instead of coming out October 17th, it's going to come out October 27th.
No, pass.
Especially since the delay. Fuck that.
Yeah, I was on the fence, and then they pushed it back 10 days. Go fuck yourself. No, man, early October is Chell, and early November's Modern Warfare with zombies again.
I was going to say.
Which I have too many games to play. So I'm going to wait till reviews come out about zombies. I'm not going to get burnt like I did in Vanguard. I'm not going to get burnt like I did in Vanguard.
It's supposed to be like a big open world zombie map, ain't it?
He's going to read one article on it before
players.
it comes out, and he's like, all right, I pre-ordered it.
I've already watched videos of my favorite zombies YouTubers breaking down the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm still like, I can't get burnt again. Not like Vanguard. That one hurt. That one really hurt.
What Vanguard?
I don't know.
The zombies game I always play to this day was Call of Duty Cold War, because they had the Outbreak mode, they had the best maps. That's the one I fell in love with. And then the next year they released Call of Duty Vanguard, which also had zombies. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be sick. It's going to be at least as good as Cold War. It might even be better. And it was real bad. It was like a huge step back.
Yeah.
And then what came out after that? Modern Warfare 2, which didn't have zombies, and now Modern Warfare 3 is supposed to have zombies. So we'll see.
Supposed to be the biggest zombie map ever.
I mean, like, what does that mean?
If you don't pre-order it on that alone.
No, like, because they were
Roll
talking.
over your weed skins.
Well, if they can roll over weed skins, I'm definitely going to get it.
No, they don't. They're cheap bastards. I went back to Vanguard to play some Call of Duty Zombies last week, and I might have purchased yet the third weed skin. I might have.
May have.
Allegedly.
But accidentally did it.
No one can prove that. Yeah, a lot of accidental buttons to buy
Accidentally
that.
put it in my cart. Couldn't figure out how to get it out.
Yeah.
Accidentally bought Call of Duty points, MBD.
Oh, shit.
Then another shit. Embracer, they are the company, the publisher behind Dead Island 2.
Okay.
I don't expect you guys to know the Embracer name, but we know Dead Island 2. Apparently, their publisher was going to be sold for $2 billion. It never happened. So everyone's like, what the fuck's going on? And it turns out there was a lot of Saudi Arabia funding that fell through.
Oh, okay.
That's not shady.
Yeah, not at all.
The Embracer Group, they're the Swedish holding company. They've been buying up. They own Borderlands from Gearbox. They own Gearbox. They own The Lord of the Rings. And then they were really excited. They saw the stock plummet when a $2 billion deal collapsed at the last minute. And they found out that the partner who walked away wasn't Microsoft or Sony. It was Savvy Games Group, backed by the controversial Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund.
Well, they probably lost money since they bought Twitter.
Did they? Or they invested in that?
they're one of the
I
biggest.
assume they are. Oh, so
Oh, look at that.
they also ruined golf.
The consequences of my own actions.
And then I thought this was a pretty neat little tidbit of news I saw pop in under the radar.
Ooh.
But you guys remember Medieval, right? We talked
Yep,
about
great
the
game. Fun game.
We all enjoyed it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It looks like our beloved Sir Dan Fortescue might be resurrected in a whole new way. It looks like he's been a tease for a film or possibly a TV show.
Interesting.
I was expecting you to say like Smash Brothers or
I
something.
thought you were saying Fortnite skin.
Yeah.
No, that'd be too sick. And then, so Medieval, there's a couple little tidbits.
Oh,
There's a teaser out from the official website of PlayStation
I'll have to
Productions.
see how it goes.
Have you guys heard anything about Gran Turismo yet?
I heard it's a good movie.
I wanted to see it.
I heard very mixed things. So
Well, I want to see the new one, not the one with Clint Eastwood.
That's Gran Torino.
Yeah, whatever. Same thing.
yeah, that's a very different
Yeah.
movie. And I want it to be good. Like I want them all
Is
to be
it
good.
on Plex or did I see it on like Amazon?
Probably Amazon.
Okay.
Gran Turismo. Yeah, I think it's coming out soon. I don't think it's out yet, or it could just been out this week. I don't remember. But in other news, do you guys remember me talking about the RoboCop video game coming out in September?
That does not ring a bell at all.
Kind of.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's completely fine. There was a teaser like 6 months ago for a game called RoboCop Rogue City. And there's been a gameplay trailer come out, and I gotta say, it doesn't look too terrible.
What does it look like? What kind of game?
It looks like
Side-scroller
a
beat 'em up?
first-person shooter. I mean, well, it's not gonna be a side-scroller beat 'em up. They're not that fucking good. You could tell, like, looking at the graphics, that this is not like a AAA title, right? But it looks fine enough, and it looks fun. There's a lot of like really destructible environments.
Oh, nice.
So it's enough for me to be like, it's on my radar. It's on my radar.
All right.
That's all I'm going to say
Cool.
now.
Cool.
That is, and new weed skins aren't. That's what we got from today.
Yes, absolutely. I have no idea what you're talking about with new weed skins. A third one I might have bought for Call of Duty Vanguard that has a submachine gun called the Indica. Who knows where that information came from? Who knows? But that is all I got for the Plotty Time vibe check. So how about we get into the game, guys? How about it?
Go for it.
Well, this one's quite a banger because this week, as you can tell by the episode description and Chump Slap's sexy face, we are talking about Secret Service, aka Secret Service Ultimate Sacrifice.
Freaky.
It was released way back when, November 4th, 2008, the year of our Lord. #1 song in the country. Any guesses? I'll give you a quick hint. We have had this before. And it's not Pharrell Happy.
8. Beyonce?
Nope, it's not Beyonce.
All right.
I got nothing.
I don't know if you guys are getting it. Let's just call Bentley.
Yeah, let's just get him on the phone.
I thought we were going to get someone new.
Nope.
Nope, absolutely not.
The fans spoke out. They want Bentley.
Well, I don't, who knows if he's going to answer. He's been pretty busy lately. Hey, guys. How's it going?
It's going all
Hey,
right,
Bentley.
Bentley.
Well, Dr. Syintist is happy to see me, so it must be a pretty good day. But anyway, I'm going to sing a song for you.
Please.
Oh, let's hear
Yeah,
it.
thanks, Bentley. Thanks for really getting into it.
No problem. Sly has been gone for so long, I have to find new things to do. Here we go. Stacks on deck, Patron on ice, and we can pop bottles all night, and baby, you can have whatever you like. I said you can have whatever you like.
Any guesses, guys? Bentley just is nailing it over here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Drake?
Okay. It is Whatever You Like by T.I.
T.I. Oh, Bentley.
I think I nailed it.
Yeah, it
Thanks,
sounded
Bentley.
just like it.
You can head out now.
Okay, later, guys.
I think next week we should call Barney Rubble.
Barney Rubble.
I don't even know what he sounds like. Hey, Fred.
Well, we'll see. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we could just call a random guy from Texas. I bet I know what he sounds like. #1 movie in the country, November 4th, 2008. We've actually had this before, too. The tagline is, still together, still lost.
Madagascar 2?
God damn, it is Madagascar 2, Escape to Africa.
Sick.
Yeah.
Go scientists.
And then this day in history, November 4th, 1875, the passenger steamship named Pacific collides with a sailing vessel named Orpheus off Cape Flattery in Washington. 236 people lost their lives.
Damn.
And I forget what game was that had this exact date, but I used that exact same one before. So, hey.
Don't remember it at all.
Sounded
Good,
familiar
good.
to me.
I think it was Infamous 2. Doesn't matter. So this was released for PC, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 2, developed by Cauldron HQ and published by Activision. It is a action first-person shooter. Dr. Syintist, you picked it, so how about you run us through it? Tell us what this game's all about.
Well, the game is you playing a Secret Service agent protecting the president, vice president, doing Secret Service stuff.
Sure.
And it's in a world similar to ours, but it has an additional country named Costa Nostra, which is apparently a South American oil kind of country.
Yes.
Fictional.
Yes, yes.
So don't go looking for it on a map.
They found oil, and then they apparently developed chemical weapons and become like an axis of evil power, I guess to say, in some sort.
Yeah. Isn't some Vargas guy who overthrows the
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's a dictator of it now, or autocrat of some sort.
Okay.
So then it cuts to, I don't know what year this was, but the new president.
2008.
The new president's being sworn in.
Yeah, it's January 2009.
And there's the new president, the president-elect, vice president-elect. They're all characters in this. You play Agent Pierce. And you get a call on your Secret Service phone from some random dude who calls himself SST, which I don't know why.
He calls him Semper when he's talking to him.
I assume SST is Sic Semper Tyrannis.
Yeah.
That's what I got too.
I don't know why he would call himself that unless he was trying to be edgelord.
I think he was.
But
yeah, for sure. Early edgelord. An edgelord forefather.
And he calls you and you're like, how'd you get this number? You can't be on this line. And he's like, just listen to me, man. The president's in danger. You got to get him out of wherever he is, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, stop it. So then there's like this ceremony at the Lincoln Memorial and the president's there. And all of a sudden, like this militia shows up. Random people start shooting everybody and shoot the president.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What? Wait, was this? I got a little confused here because it was the day of the inauguration.
Yep.
And they kept swapping between president and president-elect, which I do realize are different people.
Yeah, they're entirely different people. This was President Simon.
Yeah, this is the guy who's it's his last day.
It's his last day, yeah.
The incumbent.
It's his January 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. So when they say president in the game and vice president, they are talking about the two guys that are about to leave.
Until the president-elect and vice president-elect get sworn in.
Right.
Right. Okay. That was because they kept talking about president and vice president-elect, and then at one point we meet them and we go by names and I get more confused.
Yeah. I like how they said like this is his annual trip to the Lincoln Memorial or something like that.
Yeah. He does it on every year to celebrate the day he's going to be out of office.
It's fucking so
Yeah, that
dumb.
was very interesting.
Whatever. Anyway, he gets shot. It's you fighting off a bunch of guys, and you eventually get the medevac to come and take the president to the Bethesda. Of course, there's helicopters being shot down and stuff, but whatever. The president gets out and he gets flown to the hospital. Then you get called again and it's like, there's a bomb threat at the Capitol building from your buddy. The fuck is his name? Doyle. It was another Secret Service agent, I guess, is on your side. But he's like, there's a bomb threat in the Capitol building. We got to find and defuse all those bombs. Meet me there.
And is he actually there with you in the game going through it, or is he just the voice in the ear, I think working
it's just
with
the
you?
voice.
I think he's going through it because when you're disarming these bombs, you say, I found two. And you're like, well, he's like, I found two too. That means there's two more.
Oh, okay.
So I assume he's just running around doing other stuff out of your
But he's not because he shows up in a couple cutscenes, I guess, but he's never with you doing the same thing. He's not like a whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I love when he calls and you're like, all right, well, I'm inside now. Where's the bomb squad? He's like, dude, they just got shot when they walked in the door.
There's a lot of stuff that happens off screen in this game.
Yeah.
A lot of really cool stuff that happens off screen.
Right?
But you get to the Capitol building where of course the Senate and House is, and there's assailants there storming the building.
Oh my goodness.
And here's you go. You start walking through the whole thing, trying to find bombs and disarm them. You disarm all of them, and they're like, all right, that's good. Now we got to save the civilians and the senators that are I guess they're hiding somewhere.
Yeah.
So you go and wherever they are, and fight off all the bad guys. You save all of them. Then you have a nice conversation with the Speaker of the House. And he's like, do you know who'd want to do this? Who's attacking? He's like, well, I know the president-elect and the vice president-elect didn't get along, so maybe it was one of them. And he's like, oh, the vice president's been doing a lot of secret stuff, shady shit. He's like, huh. Maybe, yeah, the vice president probably did organize all this to kill the president whose last day in office it is. I don't know. I don't know what his reasoning here for thinking that is.
I don't think we got much about why.
I thought the new president and vice president were the ones who were at odds.
Yeah, but
The elect.
what would be the purpose of the vice president assassinating the previous president?
Before they're even,
Oh, yeah. That didn't make any sense.
wait a day.
Yeah.
And then assassinate
These
the current
guys aren't
president.
really thinking on the fly, but I guess they're under pressure now because
Yeah, I mean,
DC's being
shit's
attacked.
going down.
I'll give them a pass on that one.
All right.
So you're talking to them, and then another guy calls Doyle, and he says that, hey, there's CVX gas in the basement. That's what they wanted to do with these bombs and spread it throughout DC and kill everyone.
Oh, my God. You mean the same CVX gas from Costa Nostra?
Yeah, and not the VX gas from The Rock.
Oh, nice.
Damn it. I assume they're cousins, right?
Yeah,
like they
I
have
assume
to be.
so.
This one's
This is probably Corona VX.
Oh,
Gotcha.
God, The Rock is such a good movie. Anyway,
it is.
then of course this leads to this has to be an inside job because there's bombs inside the Capitol, and there's hundreds of people running around with guns in DC.
Yeah, a lot of bombs. Like too many bombs.
Yeah, and a banned gas that had to be shipped into the country somehow. He's like, well, we got to figure out how it got here.
They're like, we think we might have had help. Really?
This must go all the way to the top. Well, the top got shot, so I don't know. So you're like, all right, I got to get to the president. I can't go through channels because there's somebody at the top, probably in the Secret Service, who's involved in this. So I got to make my way to the president and tell him what's going on. So I'm going to take the secret underground tunnels to the the White House.
Nice.
That everybody knows about.
Yeah, that everybody knows about. America's worst kept secret, I believe they call it in the game. And of
Man,
course,
I
there's
have no idea. Like, I was just gonna say, I have no idea. All I know is that when I first moved into this area, I was being a tourist, walking around the mall, Independence Mall, big
what you're
area.
talking about, yeah.
Just in case there's some confusion with the fans. And there was like a huge section that was just like, the temporary fencing. It had a whole bunch of shit dug out from it, like a lot, like a huge mound of dirt that they displaced. And everyone's like, what's going on over there? Like, oh, we're not going to tell you. Don't fucking worry about what's going on over there. Like, oh, okay, I'm just going to leave now before I get my name on the list.
Oh, it's those tunnels that they're talking about.
It was probably just normal, like, water main bullshit. And they just do that all the time, the people who ask.
Yeah, just to speak.
Wouldn't you? I would do that shit all the time.
Fuck yeah.
Like, hey, what's going on here? Can I see your clearance, please?
Yeah, let me see your name. What's your name? Okay, forget it.
You're sitting there running a toilet main. They're like, what's going on? Like, if I told you, I'd have to kill you right here on the spot.
Let me call the Secret Service.
You're
Hold
just
on.
talking to
There's some guy here asking about the job.
You're just talking into your collar. No, I'm not.
Dude, it's on the inside of my shirt.
Crash
people
down,
can't
crash
see it.
down, crash down.
There's a guy in the bushes.
Abort.
You just dive into the dirt hole.
Anyway, underneath DC, apparently there's all these laser bombs and auto turrets going on to defend you from going in. You have to fight through.
How'd they get those in there?
I think they're part of the normal system.
Oh, okay.
And now they're on defense mode because it's been...
Right.
Because they're also there somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bad guys are also there. But you also call the boss, who I assume is the head guy, Kaufman. He's a head Secret Service agent.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
I got to talk to the president. There's a thing going on. And he's like, hey, buddy, president's dead. Have it off screen.
That's great.
Like he died at Walter Reed or whatever.
Yeah. And he's like, stand down, stop going through the tunnels and blowing shit up.
He's like, I saw you shoot that camera, dude. Knock it off.
Yeah.
He's like, but I got to talk to the president. And he's like, stand down or else we're going to have to name you a hostile, whatever. And Doyle calls you and he's like, man, we're both on the rogue list now. We got to be careful. Something deep's going on, deep state.
So they're basically both just like, well, I can't trust you. Well, I can't trust you. I guess we don't trust each other.
Yeah.
That's basically what it was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, of course, the underground tunnels get breached by the Costa Nostrovans, who, quote unquote, Costa Nostrovans. You don't know for sure it's them.
Somebody says it here.
Yeah, but I think it's them just being racist, even though they're true.
Okay.
Because they have no way of knowing because they said they're all dressed like civilians.
They're talking. They're speaking Costa Centavian.
It sounded like Spanish to me.
It's a type of Spanish.
It's like Portuguese versus,
Those are totally different languages.
Portuguese and Spanish. There's some overlap, a little bit. They're also next to each other. So
Whatever.
But anyway, Doyle's like, the systems have been taken over. You have to go down and fix it. Go to the war room underground, which you can easily get in. And turn everything back on, set it to our side. So you have to walk around avoiding more underground lasers and auto things. And they're like, the enemy has taken down the mainframe. Of course, you got to go hack the Gibson and try and fix it.
Yeah. So is that what's causing it? Because it's something like it's going to explode or something.
Yeah, they shut down the cooling system for the which is just a bingo spot by now, right? Cooling system shut
down the cooling system. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And he's like, you got to go turn on the backup cooling system to keep the mainframe running.
Obviously, or else the place is going to explode for some reason.
I watched the 2.5 hour version of this one, and the guy who does it doesn't get all the puzzles on the first try.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No wonder
and he
he's
left
doing
them
that.
and he left them in. There was one he did like 3 or 4 times before he got it right.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's
Now-
just like a pipe dream puzzle.
Yeah.
Is that all? Was that hacking in this game? That's all it was? The same puzzle, just bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just got more
You could turn
complicated.
some, you couldn't turn some, you couldn't have things go. Yeah. It's like, it was just like Pipe Dream, if you've ever played Pipe Dream for the old Nintendo.
Yeah.
Or Bioshock.
It's
They
fun
did
game.
the same
Bioshock,
thing there.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, Bioshock made it.
I mean, they just took Pipe Dream and just made it into Bioshock.
And of course, as you're going through this mainframe and these cooling systems, there's Costa Nostras everywhere. So eventually you just fix it, start it up, you stop everything from burning down or whatever. And you get to the White House and talk to Kaufman. And he's like, all right, I don't know who's on our side now, because apparently Kaufman thinks you're right now, because whatever, you've fixed all of. And he's like, there's a lot of agents between you and me, and they can't know about you, so don't kill them, but they're going to try and kill you.
Oh, I thought that was Doyle who said
Oh,
that.
maybe it was Doyle. I thought it was Kaufman.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
It was just a reason for you to like play a very frustrating section with a taser.
Yeah, and not kill some people, kill other people.
Yeah.
Silly.
So guess what happens now?
You talk to the president?
No, power goes out first. And you got to get to the generator and start it up, because the White House doesn't have backup generators that start automatically.
Yeah, come on, man.
This is like, did you ever play a bingo game? I know all of us have played bingo games because we've all been to the Palmer Hospital Festival bingo tent. And did you ever have that game where it's after like fucking 4 numbers someone calls bingo?
Yeah, they had the perfect number.
Yeah, this is that game. Like someone's gonna hit the Plottytime bingo board 10 minutes ago. For sure.
Fair.
So you eventually, I don't know, the president-elect, I have here that you were talking to somebody, probably Doyle. The president-elect was going to crack down on Costa Nostra, so that's why he thinks all these people are here. And the vice president was against that.
Yeah, didn't the vice president, he recently signed some
Deal with Costa Nostra.
that allowed them to have refuge or something?
Yeah, and he was doing secret dealings with them.
Yeah.
Secret meetings with Costa Nostra leaders, and he's got to be the bad guy who's doing this.
It has to be.
It's got to be.
I mean, the Speaker of the House said so.
Yeah. So, of course, there's Costa Nostras in the White House. You get to the president-elect, whose name is Richards. Mm-hmm. President-elect Richards. And Kaufman is there. And Doyle's there. And these all talk. And Kaufman's like, all right, you guys are okay. Oh, by the way, he's president now. Don't call him president-elect. He was sworn in while you guys were running underneath the town.
While we were under attack. It kept happening.
So you tell him what's going on about the CVX gas, and it's an inside job. And then you start accusing the vice president right there. He's like,
That's why I got so confused, because they sworn him in halfway through the goddamn game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, say the president. Like, the president died at Walter Reed an hour ago. What's going on? That was the missing puzzle piece.
Yeah.
that I missed.
Then you tell him there was CVX gas all around. It had to have been the vice president. He was doing it. And then, of course, there's like a whole militia of people that storm the White House. So you got to fight them off. You're like, wait here, Mr. President. And you go grab sniper rifles and snipe people, do blah, blah, blah. You eventually, after killing a bunch of people there, you get back to the Oval Office and you basically threaten the vice president. Like, I know you did it, you asshole. You're the one that sent all these bombs and had the Costa Nostras. And then the president and vice president are both there. They both were sworn in, I guess.
Yeah.
So they're like, no, man, we're on the same page here. He was going to Costa Nostra to do other stuff. He wasn't doing the secret bullshit.
What?
He's like, yeah, the Secret Service is compromised. You got to do all this. Now who is it? It can't be the vice president, because him and the president are together here trying to fight it off. And that's when Semper calls again. And he's like, hey, there's another attack coming on the president. He's like, I just fought off like hundreds of people.
Wild.
All right, I got a plan to evacuate the president, you say. I'm going to lead this diversion, and then you get the president out there to the Marine One. I think it was Marine One.
Yeah.
And get him out of here. And then the vice president's like, no, you go with the president. I'll create the diversion.
Yeah. He's like, you're a fucking kick-ass Secret Service, man.
Yeah.
Go with him.
He's like, I'll do the sack move.
Sack move.
Oh, wait. Wait. Sack move. Got it.
You could have just said it.
Yeah.
I could. Sack move.
I couldn't even tell which one was it.
See?
So you eventually evacuate the president. And you're going like, we're going to Andrews Air Force Base. And you get another call from Semper. And he's like, hey, there's someone else shady besides the vice president. who's on these secret trips with him.
No.
And can you believe it was the ambassador to Costa Nostra for 9 years ago? And now he's Speaker of the House.
Get the fuck out. Not Davies.
Yep, Speaker Davies.
Whoa.
That piece of shit.
I don't know how they didn't think that the former ambassador to Costa Nostra had anything to do with this.
Yeah, that's a pretty big miss thing there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Secret Service really doing their job, you know what I mean?
So he tells of this plan. You accuse him, whatever. Blood, it doesn't matter. Apparently, Davy's plan was they're having a South American conference in D.C. this week. Not right then, in this week. And his plan was to just wipe out the South American delegation. I don't know how that furthered Costa Nostra goals. I don't know if they ever explained why he was going to do it.
He was just going to poison them all with CVX gas and hope Costa Nostra takes over the
I don't
continent.
know. They don't really explain his motivations or what was going on here or what this would have accomplished. Even this whole takeover.
Like, no, it doesn't make sense.
Oil money, dude.
I'm trying to like put these pieces together. And it's like, well, if they had the ability, the opportunity, the inside man to like set up all this shit, to blow up the Capitol and to break into the White House, why do we do that? Why didn't we just do that for the delegation that showed up? Why are we doing it early and at a different spot?
And like the delegation isn't that day. So you were going to do it a day early and hope everybody was in the blast radius?
Oy.
Didn't think of that.
Like, like the whole thing didn't make sense to me. Like, even what was the point of having the president shot?
To make the delegation feel more comfortable that they weren't shot? I don't know.
Like, let's shoot him first and not kill him in the explosion with the CVX gas.
Yeah, he doesn't like that stuff.
He's allergic to it, so I thought I'd do him a favor.
You don't want him choking on it.
What was the point to kidnap the president?
No. What would that even do?
Well, he does just kidnap him.
Yeah, he does. I didn't get to
takes
that part
him
yet.
hostage. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what the exact plan was because I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It was to kill the vice president, the president, because then he'd be the president.
Yeah, but it's not like he can take power.
He'd be Speaker of the House.
Yeah, but I mean, he'd become president, but that doesn't mean he can do whatever he wants.
And then
But he was where the bombs were going to blow up. He was in the building.
they weren't going to blow up today.
It's like they put the bombs in a day ahead of time.
Yeah, make sure they were there.
I wanted to have them promptly done.
Was that the whole reason this thing went tits up? Like they had the wrong date on the Outlook calendar?
I don't know.
Like, what is this?
Maybe there's an international date line they cross somewhere.
Oh,
along
like
the way.
the time zone shift.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Then their calendar didn't sync and they're like, oh fuck, this was supposed to be tomorrow.
You didn't get my memo on the date switch?
Shit.
At least that'd be hilarious. At least I'd be like, ha, idiots. And then I'd have some fun here. But you're right. I'm super confused
Yeah.
about what the main plan is here.
I watched it and then I watched the quick version of it, trying to figure out if I missed something. And then I read the wiki and the wiki says nothing about what the plan was supposed to do.
No, it was just the plan to.
No, it just tells you what happens. That's all it is.
So yeah, I'm just lost. Anyway, after all that, they're like, oh, well, Davies also has a grenade of CVX gas, which wouldn't help if he was trying to become president because he's just going to kill himself.
Yeah.
But like, we're going to take the president hostage and we're going to bring you somewhere. And then, of course, you get a call from Kaufman, the leader, and he's like, hey, you can kill any super Secret Service agents on that plane. They're all compromised, which is a bold assertion for him to make.
Yeah, it sure is.
Because you have no idea what's going on. Anyway, you're like, all right, they lock themselves in the front door, but now you can override them by going to find the autopilot, which is a terrible oversight if you're trying to make a plane and protect the president.
Yeah.
So you go hack the Gibson and you find a way to the front of the plane and you eventually kill Davies and save the president. And you find out the vice president was killed he did the sack move for sure.
Yeah.
And then it does this, that basically saves everybody, I guess, because you get the grenade that's left of CVX gas. And the president's like, hey man, good job. And then drives away.
Commendations all round.
Yep.
You and Doyle.
And then Doyle's like, he didn't say anything about promotion, did he? I ain't going to ask him today. I guess it's a little levity in the final situation, but...
Yeah, like he kind of had a day. Let's not be like, hey, you're going to promote us, right?
Nice commendation and all, but...
Yeah. But that's it. That's the game.
Oh, wait, we got to do the bumper eventually.
Yeah, this is great. We're well timed.
Loving it.
Nailed it. All right, well, that's it. That's the game. We did it. Dr. Syintist said that already. What do we
Keep
thought
all
about
that
it?
in.
Who's going first? Chump Slap. You want to go first?
Sure.
All right. Sir Chump Slap.
So,
Did watching this video make you want to be a Secret Service agent? Did the story work for you? Or do you think you could have found another agent?
Yeah.
nice.
What score at 27 stars do you think you'd relent?
Wow. I thought I did bad ones recently.
That was
I mean,
not
you
good.
both have been terrible, but that was impressive.
Okay. Well, watching this, I did not want to fucking play it. It looked so bad. It's just a crappy first-person shooter. Yeah, it was a crappy first-person shooter.
I hear that this company, Cauldron HQ, that made this game, I hear they're notorious for really, really bad games like this.
They just push something out super fast and try to make
just
as much
fart it
money.
right out.
They don't have any writers on staff, apparently.
No. Well, or they fired them halfway through
Yeah.
and started cutting stuff. And they're like, what was the point? Doesn't matter. Secret Service shooting bloom. All right.
Costa Nostra, dude. We can't be real racist about it.
Yeah, we'll be racist against people who are not real.
We got to be racist against somebody, guys.
Yeah. How else do you make a game? Anyway, no, I don't want to play it at all. Did the story work for me? No, not really. I mean, the whole idea that DC can be fucking this compromised just blows my mind that anyone would even. And it didn't have any fun to it. It wasn't like making fun of it or nothing. This took itself.
Oh, no, it was serious.
Way too fucking seriously. I mean, if it was just like a joke, like, oh my God, there's more of them in the tunnels. We should just go through and voice the whole thing.
Revoice it as Duke Nukem. Then it would have been something.
That's who we should call next week.
There you go.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that might be big shoes to fill. Is I don't know. Story didn't work for me. You guys already said how it didn't make any fucking sense. And how was he just so overlooked that he was a fucking ambassador for how many years? And
He had so many ties to Costa Nostra, and they never even occurred to him.
how'd they get all those guns on the mall at all?
And they just drove
a good
bombs
question.
into the. You see how big those bombs were, too?
You see them? They just had like fucking catering vans that just drove up to the White House. Like, what the fuck? It was wild. So that said, out of 27 stars, I'm going to give it a 2. I mean, they tried. I know they didn't. I don't know. But it had a beginning, a middle, and an end. There was wild shit going on. Fucking 2 it is.
All right. There you go. A 2 from Sir Chump Slap. Ask me questions.
I got
Somebody.
something for you, bro.
Cool.
Did watching this video make you want to stop a Costa Nostra invasion? Was the story pretty good and fill you with elation or
Nice.
not? And out of 27 stars, how many would you give this on vacation?
Nice.
Doesn't make any
No
sense,
notes.
but whatever. It rhymed.
Perfect. Did watching this make me want to play it? No, it didn't. I think it'd be fun. Like, I think there's a fun game in that concept somewhere, like DC's being invaded and you're running around.
Oh,
But
you
I
mean like the Division?
Modern Warfare 2 did it. The Division did it. Like,
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2's was the original one, not the one that just came out, was fantastic and was really good with this exact thing. This was just too dumb. So yeah, the story, it didn't make me want to play it. Nothing in this video was like, oh man, I gotta try that. Nothing at all. Did the story work for me? I mean, we've gone over it and it makes sense why the Secret Service agents are fighting off bad, like terrorists or whomever's trying to invade. It makes sense that they're fighting people who are trying to kill the president. That checks out. But I still, even we've gone over it, I don't understand the whole motivation for the Costas and Dolvins.
And how'd they flip so many fucking Secret Service agents too?
Yeah,
I
these
don't
are
think
like,
the speaker gets Secret Service protection either.
Yeah, I don't.
I have no idea. Maybe doesn't matter. They have some kind of protection,
it
but it's
doesn't-
not. It's not the same. Because I think
He's not an executive branch member, so
wasn't Channing Tatum
I'd love to see where this is going.
White House down?
White House down? Channing Tatum's detail was the speaker, wasn't it?
It might have been. I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't remember that.
I
That's
don't
what
really know
Richard
too much about the Secret
Jenkins
Service. So.
was? No, I know several. No, just the one guy who's been in it, but he's been out for a while. He said it sucks. It's not a great job.
I
Apparently.
can imagine it sucks.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to
It's
do
going to
it.
be boring as fuck.
Yeah. Also, do you know they have cars? Like they have patrol cars. They look like cop cars, but they say Secret Service.
Why?
It's not very secret.
Yeah.
You know?
Secret Service car. Whoa. Nice.
Yeah. I just saw it walking around. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was just decaled out like a regular cop car, but it said Secret Service on the side.
I want one.
Well, if it's not a real police agency. We gotta. Anyway, story did not work for me. at all. It was a lot of one-man army stuff, too. It was a lot of fantastical elements like these magic tunnels underneath DC with wire traps. And also, by the way, how do you just flip a button and they're like, oh, you're the good guy, my bad. We're just going to kill the bad guys that are running through here. You know what I mean? That doesn't check out. That's just silly. That tech doesn't exist. And then the whole climax with holding the president hostage on Air Force One, I don't feel like they earned that. Like, that's a huge, big moment. And this was just like they've slowly made it to Andrews Air Force Base and got on the plane like, all right, we're all great. Plus, where are they going? Where are they going?
Yeah, I couldn't figure that out either.
So, score. It's a tough one to put a score to this.
Because it's so bad.
Well, because it's bad. It's not good.
It's not terrible. Well, it is terrible.
No, and it's weird because going from event to event makes sense. Like the path you take, the things you do checks out, but it's just that whole overarching reason for that's missing.
Yeah, the things you do make sense.
Yeah, like you have the little things you do together that make sense, but the whole plot is just like, wait, what? So I think that kind of skews to a lower side. I just don't think it was good. I think that we've done better games. I'm gonna just give it a 3 because it did move forward. It did move forward, and your actions made sense being in the position you were, but the whole story did just kind of fall apart itself. So 3.
It's all right.
All right.
Then we'll move to Dr. Syintist here. I gotta try to redeem myself.
Yeah.
All right.
Did watching this video make you want to join the Secret Service? Did the story work for you, or is it a really bad flat surface?
Could have said circus.
I thought I was going to say pervious.
And how many stars out of 27 you think you'd send from air to surface?
You did not redeem yourself.
Slightly better.
That was slightly better.
I don't even know.
Slightly better.
That made it worse.
Out of 27 stars, I think I just went from like a -1 to a 0.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't want to be in the Secret Service? No.
Oh, I hear
That
it
wasn't the
sucks.
question.
Did the story work for me? Well, I think we've been through it a couple times, talking about it, each of you. I just wish I knew what their purpose was, what they were trying to do. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
But the bad guy's motivation is completely missing. Maybe they're just waiting for Secret Service 2 to tell us.
I
Was
think
it
so.
just to kidnap the president? And they were like, hey, we got 2 presidents. We got 2 shots at it.
Yeah.
Was that the whole... Are we overthinking this?
I
don't know.
I don't think so.
But at the end, Semper does say he'll be in touch.
Yeah, he definitely teases a sequel.
What? So this will happen again? Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you never even find out anything about Semper either.
No.
He just hacked into the
Maybe it was
Secret
just
Service.
him the whole time. He was behind the whole thing.
But then why would he try and get you to stop it? And why would he contact just you?
He knows how good you are.
Yeah, what makes... You think they'd have like a relationship because he knows that to contact you and you're a quote-unquote good guy.
It was actually Doyle.
In these last 3 seconds, I've demoted my thing from 2 stars to 1.
Nice. You talked yourself out of a star.
Yeah. Once I remembered that Semper never is explained either. Like he doesn't even like, he's not even like, oh yeah, I have all these contacts. He just kind of like, hey, listen to me, man.
Yeah. I got this random Secret Service guy's number.
Yeah.
He's good, right? He'll be cool. We'll call him. That works.
Yeah. How does he know you're not compromised? Like he's got to be in it enough to know that.
Yeah.
But not in it enough to tell you who it is right away.
Yeah. Why not just say it? It's the
Yeah,
speaker.
he's just making guesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck him. 1 star.
We have to be missing something, right?
That's what I thought after I saw it. And I was like, no. I couldn't find any explanation for it. And I looked.
I'm going to take
more than
your
I
word
did.
on that. I'm not looking. So that gives us a final score of 6, which let's just say this. I'm not going to tell you any scores that's near from this year. If you get what I'm saying. So last year we gave Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn, a 6.
Oh.
I think 4 of those
That was probably in our top games.
It was not. What else did we give a 6? We gave...
I knew... whatchamacallit, Madden 2019 is a perfect 2.
Def Jam Vendetta was a 7.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember that.
The Quiet Man was a 4, for Christ's sake. I can't believe we gave it a 4. That seems high. I'm trying to look for the Madden one. Oh, God, that's from season 1. You're right. That was a 6, a perfect 2 that we released on September 5th, 2019.
Wow.
And we have not done a sports game first person RPG thing yet. Well, we have to change that. Maybe soon. Any hoodles. If we got nothing else to say about this game, let's just go ahead and move into our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist Radical Pokemon.
Syintist likes Pokemon. He's going to tell you about one now.
All right, Dr. Syintist. Every week we ask him for a 100% amazing, guaranteed, dope Pokemon pick of the week, and he has never let us down. This week, Dr. Syintist, what do you got for us?
Well, I'm going to do something completely different since I sent both of you a picture.
Oh, my goodness.
And I don't know anything about these, but we're going to pick our favorite chin Pokemons.
Chin Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm going to go first. Because I had some time to look at this during the week, and you're just getting the picture now. But I think my favorite one is Velociraptor.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's basically a Velociraptor with a mic and a gold chain. I don't know what he does, but he seems pretty cool.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I'm going to go with Donkeytron. I think that's a fun name. It's a fun thing to say. My man looks like some kind of donkey that's ready to fight, but he has a pouch. I think that's a pouch.
Yeah, and is that a catcher's mitt in his hand, or is that just his fist?
I think it's a hoof, right?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
It looks like he's double flipping you off with his hooves.
Yeah, Donkeytron's a good guess.
Two big front teeth. I'm going to go with Donkeytron. How about you there, Sir Chump Slap?
I'm going to go with the most racist one here, Broccoli.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he's definitely a plant type.
Yeah, he's pretty cool looking, too.
I was going to pick Cosmonute.
That's a good looking one. Yeah, that's fun.
It's just a salamander in an astronaut's costume.
Furry cat. That's a great name.
Fetus Swami? Oh, it's a Swami. It's a fetus. That's not great.
No, that's not great. Poodlesaurus was kind of cool too.
Lambtron. I like that guy. He's just a fucking goofy looking or Stimpy looking dude with a cannon arm.
It's one named Monkey.
Yeah, no one's picking Shoe, obviously. That one's too famous.
And Beaversaurus was in the top picking for mine.
Oh, right. Well, there you go.
Now, we got plenty of great, good chimp Pokemons to talk about. Now that we're done with chimp Pokemons, let's go ahead and move on to our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps. This or that.
It's this or that. It's one of the two. Hope there's not another choice like all the above. Oh, I just
every
cramped
week.
up.
Sitting in a comfy chair really gets to you.
Oh, my leg.
Every week we ask Chump Slap. We give him 7 prompts and he has to decide if it's one thing or another thing. This week, you're going to have to tell us if the prompt I give you is a square dancing move or an NBA move.
All right. I think I can. I don't know. Not good at either of those.
This, looking at it, I think there's a couple gimmies, but it looks like a pretty tough one. I don't know how good your basketball knowledge is.
Not great.
Okay, this might be more fun than we think.
Let's do it.
Okay, are you ready, Sir Chump Slap?
Of course.
Okay, I don't have anything to write down your answers. This is real great.
You're on fire today, bro.
Oh, prep is just off the charts.
Basket
okay, here we go.
Dance. Okay.
Are you ready, Sir Chump Slap?
Let's go. Bring it on.
Number 1, weave the ring.
Dance.
Jab step.
Basketball.
Hand check.
Basketball.
Stir the bucket.
Dance.
Give and go.
Basketball.
Pick and roll.
Basketball.
Partner trade.
Dance.
All right, let's go
Got
ahead
at least
and
two
tally
of
up
them.
some results here.
Pick and roll, I'm pretty sure was right.
Pick and roll and the one before it.
Well, let's check what we have here. That's a 7 out of 7 from Sir Chump Slap.
Wow.
Can't believe you nailed some of those. I would have been tripped up by Stir the Bucket, but you said it was a square dancing move.
That's what I thought. I could have sworn that one was wrong.
No, you were right. Weave the ring is a square dancing move. The jab step is an NBA move. A hand check is an NBA move. Stir the bucket's a square dancing move. Give and go and pick and roll are both from basketball, and partner trade was from square dancing.
Yep. You just have to say it and then put do-si-do after it and then see if it fits.
Is that why you were a little bit delayed in your head?
Pick and roll, do-si-do doesn't work. Stir the bucket, do-si-do. That does work. You see what I mean?
No.
Is that what you were doing in your head when you were thinking about this? Because if so, that's fucking amazing. Man, excellent work. Been a minute since we had a 7 out of 7. I think you earned this one. I'm trying to find the hardest ones, by the way.
It was tricky. It was tricky. I like to thank God.
Oh, yeah, of course. Shout out to the big guy. Or the big lady. Who knows?
Ooh, big thing.
Big thing. That's correct.
Just sounds weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you have like a whole bunch of text, a wall that you could explain what the fuck the point of this game was, who were the Costa Nostrovans, why were they taking over the presidency, just send us literally as many words as you can possibly dump on a page. And where are they going to send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Send it to plottytime@gmail.com, and then I'll read it and I'll tell these guys exactly what they need to know.
That'd be appreciated. And if they wanted to get to us faster on the socials, where the heck would they do that, Dr. Syintist?
At Plottytime on Instagram or Threads, or stop by the subreddit and say what's up.
Perfect. We're still active over there, so get over there. A lot of people last week totally gave their 2 cents on who won the draft.
Yeah, that was crazy. I can't believe.
I was sitting there trying, what the fuck is he talking about?
It didn't happen yet, Dr. Syintist. But to you it did, listener. So hop over there. It's a fun time. You can also go to YouTube, like and subscribe there. Really helps us out. Or buy stuff from our store at plottytime.com, which takes you to an eBay store, and I promise you that's where you're supposed to be. That does it for us. So as always, shout out to Blaine JJ, Drago the Slago, Ham Man, and the man in our hearts, Luis Guzman. Don't ever trust Dr. Syintist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.